You know, those places that send chills down your spine. I was 8 years old when I visited my uncle's home in the Georgia woods. Little did I know, it was about to become my worst nightmare. His house was surrounded by thick woods and a small creek that seemed to separate us from the outside world. As I explored the house, I noticed the air was warmer upstairs, but I couldn't shake off the feeling of unease. It started with small things. I'd get cold, then warm up again. I thought it was just the air conditioner, but deep down, I knew something was off. Our first night there was when it all started. I fell asleep on the couch, but woke up to a faint light in front of the TV. It looked like a column of light, and it started to move closer to me. I knew I had to get out of there. I ran to my cousin's room and hid under the covers, my heart racing and my breathing hard. I tried to tell everyone what happened, but they just laughed it off. Little did I know, this was only the beginning of my terrifying experience. Looking back, I realize that sometimes the things that scare us the most are the things we can't explain. My uncle, a man of few words and even fewer smiles, lived in a cabin deep in the woods. He had this way of staring, like he saw things no one else could. Me. I was just a kid, all wide eyes and nervous energy, visiting for the summer. The woods around his cabin weren't just trees. They felt like a watchful presence, always whispering secrets just out of earshot. It started subtly. Objects would move when no one was looking. Doors I'd closed would be found ajar. My uncle would just grunt, his eyes fixed on the darkened tree line. He never said anything, but the way he'd grip his worn armchair told me he knew. He knew something was out there, watching us from the rustling leaves. One night, I woke up freezing, despite the summer heat. The air upstairs was thick, heavy. I crept out of my room, and that's when I saw it, a flickering, pale light outside the large window, moving amongst the trees. It wasn't a flashlight. It was alive. A cold dread seeped into my bones, a primal fear I couldn't explain. I tried to tell my uncle, my voice trembling. He just stared past me, his knuckles white on the armrest. "Stay inside," was all he said, his voice a low growl. The light pulsed in the woods, closer now, a silent, chilling invitation. The unease I'd felt upstairs had followed me, a suffocating blanket of dread. Later, watching TV with my family, a soft glow emanated from the dark corner of the room. It grew, coalescing into that same column of light I'd seen in the woods. It was inside now. My breath hitched. This time, it wasn't just outside. It was here. My family was oblivious, lost in the program. But I saw it. I felt its unnatural cold. Driven by sheer terror, I scrambled off the couch and bolted. I ran upstairs, not to my room, but to my older cousin's. I threw myself onto his bed, pulling the covers over my head, my heart hammering against my ribs like a trapped bird. I could hear my own ragged breaths, praying it wouldn't find me. The next morning, the smell of bacon filled the air. Sunlight streamed through the windows, chasing away the night's terrors. My cousin just grumbled, telling me to get up. I wanted to scream about the light, about the woods, about my uncle's knowing silence. But the fear had stolen my voice. It was real, and it was still out there. Now, as an adult, I stand by that same fence. The woods still whisper, and sometimes, on quiet nights, I see a faint light flicker at the edge of my vision. They say some things are best left undiscovered. But what if they find asterisk you? You've been warned. Welcome to the Acula Files. Don't let the shadows catch you.